everyone, welcome back. This is my second time recording this video because somehow I messed up the recording for the first one. I think I was pressing pause too quickly and it's just overrunning my words or something. So hopefully this one comes out fine. So topic for today, never trust salespeople. Okay, not never, but take their opinion kind of with a grain of salt. Because think about it, it's their job to sell you on this one thing. As some of you know, my car kind of just died on me. There's like some alternator issue, I think. But I had to go to the dealership today to get a new car, to sign a loan on a new car. So we set up an appointment, and I go over there today. And so I sit down. First thing she asked me is, so what's your kind of like price range? I say about $8,000 to $12,000. I have about $4,000 of a down payment that I would like to use to finance a car. She's like, okay. So then she looks up some of the cars. None of them were really like too good. They were just all right. And then I don't know. She's like, okay, so what would you think about like a 2026 like car? I'm like, whoa. Like, I don't know if I, they're like $20-some thousand cars. Like $20,000 is pretty good for a new car. But, way out of my price range. Not something I really need to be getting at, 22, kind of start our accounting job. But whatever. She's talking about taking it on a test run before we even talk financials. I'm like, okay, whatever. So we go outside, take it for a spin around the area. We get back, and she's talking up the numbers. She's like, okay, so, $300 payment every month. I'm like, not too bad, but still, not very good. Not really something I'm, looking for. But then she's like, there's a 10-year warranty, so you don't have to getting like repairs and maintenance for the next 10 years. I'm like, ooh. Like, not getting any repairs and maintenance, but you don't have to pay for any repairs and maintenance. Like, that sounds really nice. Because my previous two cars that I've had, they've each, like, one of them, the transmission just blew up, and then this one has just had so much wrong with it that, like, I'm surprised it even runs. I'm surprised they was able to trade it in for something. But trying to get me to buy this car, and I'm thinking, like, this sounds really good. She's talking this up like it would be stupid not to do this. And she pulls out the, you're young, you can pay it off kind of thing. I'm like, that's how they get you. They make it sound so good, and, like, it'd be stupid to say no. I forgot to mention, she didn't even tell me what the interest rate would be. She said it'd be for 8 years. You're signing away 8 years of your life for, like a $20,000 car. And we're still talking. She's like, yeah, I mean, you said you're getting a raise, and you said you're probably going to get a better job. It's like, you could probably pay this off, a lot sooner than 8 years. I'm like, I don't want to be in debt up to $20,000 for a car. Like, that's insane. So I stuck to my guns and said, like, look, I can't do this. I'm looking for an $8,000, $12,000 car. And she looked a little defeated because this lady was good. She made it sound really good. Like, I wasn't on the fence, but I was, I did catch myself thinking, like, maybe this isn't a bad idea. But, in reality, it's a really stupid idea to go that much in debt into, like, for a car. Another thing she told me, she was like, when you buy this car, like, you're going to have so much equity just in this car. I'm like, well, a car is a depreciating asset. Like, it'll depreciate its value, over those 10 years. So instead of, putting $20,000 into a car, I'd much rather put $20,000 into like some index fund or, my Roth or just some other kind of retirement account, and that grow, it'd compound over time instead of, having a car that just loses value over time. It just, it's a stupid decision. And so I told her, like, hey, can't do this. Let's look at the $8,000 cars. Found a car, about $9,000. So then I was able to put my $4,000 down deposit on the car, and then my $1,000 trade-in for my car. And so I ended up getting about like a $4,000 loan. and that I could just pay off in like probably a year if I really try to pay it off. So, I can sleep better at night knowing that I have a $4,000 loan instead of a $20,000 loan. And so one last thing she told me after we kind of like signed on the $9,000 car, she's like, if you want to, you can take the Elantra. That's what the new car is. It's an Elantra. She's like, you can ride it around home. I'm like, no. Like, I'm not taking this thing home. I don't need that kind of like liability just in case. I don't want to like even get to like this car. So she is a really good sales lady. Like, she got me thinking about it. But I don't want that. But that's how they get you to sign away, like, a majority of not a majority. That's how they get you to sign your life away for these loans. Just really good tactics. Just make sure you keep an eye out for that. Another thing I want to talk about, but I forgot to mention it in one of my previous videos. Never trust a paid advertisement. For the most part, it's just someone reading a script. Like these paid sponsors. I remember I watched a video, like this one podcast, this guy was talking about BetterHelp and saying how, BetterHelp helped them and all that. It's like you may have gone to therapy, and I'm sure that helps you a lot, but I know you are not using BetterHelp. I'm sure it's it's fine, but most of these people are just, reading off a script, and they're paid to say these things. It's not actually a genuine recommendation. I don't think I'd ever really take a brand deal or sponsor or something like that, unless it's something I really cared about. I'd rather keep this channel genuine, but it's easy for me to say at 21 subscribers. I wish it was 21,000. 21 subscribers, it's pretty easy to say that I wouldn't take sponsorship, but who knows? Maybe you see me repping steak or something after this video. But that's all I got to say. Hey, if the sales ladies watch this video right now, which, very unlikely, you're a really good sales lady. You're really good. But you didn't get me. That's all I got. Be careful with these sales tactics. Take like a marketing class. I'm sure it'll help you see like all these things, like all these advertisements, because you're getting constantly advertised to all the time. It kind of opens you up your eyes a little bit, but that's all I got. Peace.